Greetings to all you fine folks out there. It is Thursday night. It is December the 7th, 2023. And do not adjust your television set. Do not adjust your computer screen. Do not adjust your telephone or your iPad or your iWatch. You are at the right place at the right time. Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. And we welcome all of you fine folks out there, no matter where you're watching tonight from, no matter where you're tuning us in tonight from. We welcome you to our show tonight. We want you to do one favor for us if you're watching on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, reach over and hit the like button and hit the share button. Let everybody know that you're watching Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, as it will rebroadcast our show on your page, and let everybody know. And it's Thursday Night Live, guys. It is Thursday Night Live, coming to you live from all four of our studios tonight. Our studio in Enterprise, Georgia, our studio in Thompsontown, Georgia, our studio at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, Georgia, and our studio so trusty at turn number 3 at the old Rocket Speedway in Dothan, Alabama. Live all across the great United States of America and foreign countries where it is both legal and illegal for us to broadcast. All 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands, and broadcasting live once again in the great state of Baker County, Georgia. Welcome all of our Baker County viewers tonight. We love our Baker County viewers. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the truth and nothing but the truth. Here's a disclaimer. Any and all non-common sense thinking individuals may want to turn the television channel or the internet channel right now, because this program is not for you and you will find it offensive. Why? Well, this time for Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show and nothing but the truth. And guys, we're coming live on the big screen tonight. 112.4 inches. 112.4 inches. Live tonight at Hudeen's. You're live tonight at Hudeen's. Curbside human methane emission testing.
Woo!
Go ahead, Mark.
Hudeen's hair plug repair and revitalization.
Oh,
Hudeen's libido enhancement therapy and discount nitroglycerin pills.
All in one?
Yeah, you go need the nitroglycerin.
All in one pill.
Oh, good Lord.
Hudeen's freeze-dried mullet roll. And Hudeen's burlap panty factory in Hentown, Georgia.
Well, you got
Is that at the mall in Hentown?
I had a blowout there on about that first or second one there.
go over the first one again, please.
Y'all laugh, and we don't. Our people, we got to make sure Hudeen gets all the advertisement he can get. I mean,
Exactly. I know.
Hudeen's curbside human methane emission testing.
Now, wait a minute. Y'all remember the episode of Andy Griffith where Barney quit his job, and Andy said, "What are you going to do?" I always need a brine tester at the pickle factory. That sounds like one of their jobs. There's a brine tester at the pickle factory.
Hudeen's hair plug repair and revitalization. Hudeen's libido enhancement therapy and discount nitroglycerin pills.
I'm glad you I thought you said it with all. I misunderstood. I thought you said that with all one pill.
Now you can get it all in one pill if you can handle it. Hudeen's freeze-dried mullet roll and burlap panty factory in Hentown, Georgia.
Oh man!
Boy, I bet that burlap panty factory does a big business over there, don't they?
Yeah, it's amazing. Right after they opened that factory, they started selling lotion and cream. I don't know why, but
Yeah, inflammation and irritation.
inflammation and irritation.
Man.
Oh man.
Yeah, we got them coming in. I'm telling you.
We are live on the big screen. We welcome all of you tonight to our Thursday night live show. We have absolutely no idea what we're going to talk about tonight. We have no idea what we're going to laugh about tonight, but we're going to have an hour good time here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. And I need to go ahead and kick it off right now. Floyd, I want you to tell them a little bit about our brand new sponsor at Sawega Meat Company in Colquitt, Georgia.
Yes, sir. Grand place, great place. It's opened under new management out there, and it's a great place halfway between Colquitt, Georgia, and Blakely, Georgia. If you want you a fillet steak piece of meat cut, they'll cut it 2 inches. They'll cut it 2.5 inches. Cut it 1.5 inches. Hand cut fillets, hand cut ribeye. Any kind of steak you want out there, they got them. Good fresh meat, good seasoned meat. Good smoked meat, some real good smoked sausage, pan sausage, smoked pork chop, hand cut steaks. They got gift baskets out there for Christmas time. You can just go in there and order you one like you want it. They'll fix it up for you. They got all kind of meats. They got all kind of condiments. They've got all kind of other stuff that they can put in that gift bag for you. And also, they're giving a 10% discount to first responders and to military vets. And if you tell them that you saw it on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, they'll give you a 10% discount on that. So y'all go out there and visit with our good friends out there so we can make company. And they have their famous Uncle Billy's sauce out there also. They just got resupplied with a new shipment of that good barbecue sauce, good sauce that's good on everything except donuts and French toast. Go out there and they've got fresh greens and some of the best jerky, beef jerky that you've ever put in your mouth. They make it right there. They do it right there. All of it homegrown, homemade. Y'all go see them at Sawega Meat Company between Blakely and Colquitt, Georgia. Big store right up on the hill there. You can't miss it. Right at the end of what's the name of that church out there? That Church Road, Harmony Church Road.
Harmony.
Yeah. Harmony Church Road, right at the end of that. You'll see them up
that's a benefit to our viewers right there, our sponsors right there. All they got to do is say they heard about it on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Man's going to give them 10% off their bill right there.
That's right. That's what he said. What he told me the other day. So y'all go in there and see him. And if you're a military vet or if you're a first responder, get you a 10% discount. They'll knock it off for you. They're trying to do business out there. And they local folks, they community folks, they farm oriented. They know what it's like to farm. They know what it's like to grow meat. They know what it's like to grow crops. So y'all go out there and visit with them and see them. They're good folks. Go see them. Sawega Meat Company.
Charlie, I was going to put this up here and let you kick off with this. I know you had sent this to me and had asked to put it up here.
A lot of folks everywhere, I guess, always has been everywhere I go, talk about the old days of wrestling. And there's a lot of folks that are watching our program on Thursday night that in the age group that would be familiar with those two characters that came on local TV back in the early 1960s. That would be Greg Peterson on the left with the blood all over his face, and probably who he was in the ring with on the right, the infamous Bonnie Lee Boyette. You knew him as Mario Galinto. And the reason he had to fight, if you had a name like Bonnie back in 1920-something when he was a teenager, I think he was born in 1915, I believe. And he was quite the character in the wrestling industry through the years. And something he and Buddy Fuller, Ron Fuller's dad, sold out Lead Stadium in Mobile, Alabama, 1958. 36,000 people in attendance to watch them fight. That's pretty good promotion for Mobile, Alabama.
You're right. Guys, I want y'all to look at this collard sandwich right here. You reckon that ain't a fine specimen of eating right there?
Man, that's as good as he gets right there. So
Cornbread.
genuine collard sandwich too. That's 100% collard sandwich. As
Only thing might
you folks up at Martha's Vineyard, you probably don't know what that is, but that's some fine eating right there.
Well, now they may be a couple up there that knows what it is.
Yeah, they
No,
probably
they would call that like some kind of waffle and seaweed. That would be what they would eat.
hemp. That'd be hemp.
Hemp, yeah, hemp.
Yeah, hemp.
Barry might know what it is.
Yeah.
Got a personal, like a what do you call it? Public service announcements. It is very important. It's very important that when you communicate, that you communicate clearly and rightly. This church sign was spotted this week. And I want to say a big shout out wherever the Green family is. You do not need to go to church this Sunday.
Yeah, we praying for y'all.
Anyway, I don't know where. But I would hope y'all may want to stay home or go to another church this Sunday, wherever you are.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
You can't, nothing but the truth. You can't make it up.
Ain't nothing but the truth.
Nothing but the truth. Oh, me.
Lord help. All right, we got to. Hey, I'm trying to keep up with everything tonight. So, how about it, Queasel? Go ahead. I got some more pictures. Well, he just left the building there. Anyway, let me go to this. Go ahead, Charlie. Tell them about Outlaws Busting Barbecue while we're waiting on him to come back in here.
Outlaws Busting Barbecue doing business every day at the intersection of 3 Notch Street and US 231, Troy, Alabama. Now, folks, if you like barbecue, you're going to love Outlaws Busting Barbecue. Get those ribs. They got them every day. Got the pulled pork, great chicken quarters, and some fabulous side dishes to go along with it. You'll find great dishes like the best coleslaw you'll ever put in your mouth, potato salad, all the good stuff, baked beans. They got it all right there at Outlaws Busting Barbecue. Stop by and see them. Intersection of South 3 Notch and US 231 in Troy, Alabama. Also, check them out every day on Facebook. See what the specials are, and you can also see where they may be on the weekend with their food truck. They cater a lot of things. They're very, very popular. If you haven't tried them, try them this week. Outlaws Busting Barbecue, Troy, Alabama.
Guys, throw this out to you. This was an article this week from Reuters magazine. In an attempt to understand the extent of cow flatulence on global warming, scientists in Argentina are strapping plastic bags on the backs of cows to capture their emissions. They are doing cow backpacks to trap methane gas.
Uh-huh.
What they gonna do with it when they get it?
A fireman would know. A fireman would ask that question. That's good. That's good question.
They're going to drive it to Hen Town and pull up on the curbside and let them test it.
Get it tested. A backpack, like something that you put it on a cow, like that cow's gonna leave it on.
It's like an inflatable backpack, and what they do is they strap it on the cow, let the cow walk around with it, and as it flatulates, it inflates the bag, and they catch. And I don't know what they're going. I'm like Queasel. I don't know what they're going to do. This is not makeup. You can Google it. Reuters. The article came out.
Who's gonna take the hose and hold that cow down to take that out of the bag so they can go again?
Who's gonna put it in? Who's gonna put it in?
They need to take it and pump it all in a bottle and send it up there to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and let Joe put that in his gas stove and burn it.
If they need to capture the maximum amount of methane gas, don't you think they'd be better off to put these on politicians in Washington, D.C.? And
yes, sir.
Put a bag on every one of them. Yeah. Well, what I don't understand is now a cow in South Georgia, North Florida, Southeast Alabama, we got oak trees over here. And the cows love to go under oak limbs and rub and scrub their back on
sure do.
and all that. What's going to happen to the tank when they start doing that, Marvin?
Yeah, what's going on?
Let's go
They
get us
might not have no oak trees.
Huh?
They might not have no oak trees down there. Where they at, you said?
Argentina or hold on, let me look right back here. Yeah, Argentina said that they got 55 million cows in Argentina, making it the leading producer of beef. Scientists were surprised to discover that a standard cow produces between 800 to 1,000 liters of emissions, including methane, each day.
Wow.
Can I don't want to interrupt the story, but something just came to my mind that I want people. We like to do business before we ever started doing this with local folks. And I was in the grocery store the other day, and I won't call any names out, but there was some certified Angus beef, USDA inspected, certified Angus, and it said USA. There was another group of beef, not packaged quite like that, but it was ribeyes and family packs and stuff like that, and it said USDA inspected.
Uh-huh.
And the butcher was, I said, what's the difference between these two? He said, that's from Argentina.
Uh-huh.
So know where your beef is coming from. That's an extra little plug for our new sponsor. But it don't matter if it's them or wherever you go. Make sure you label. I didn't used to look at label, boys, but I got to where I'm a label reading freak. If you go into a dollar store and it's a canned good you're getting or whatever it is, look, see when the expiration date is, because a lot of times what they do is throw this stuff that's about out of date in warehouses out and try to push it. And by the time you use it, it's out of date. But labeling is very important, and especially on fresh meat, beef. Argentina and USA beef ain't the same thing, is it, Floyd?
It ain't the same thing. It's raised under different conditions, in a different environment. Buy from American folks. Buy from American cow folks, cattlemen, and ranchers. My mama always had she always had some advice for me. She said, "Son, said whatever you do when you go to the grocery store, do not buy cheap meat.
That's right.
You wind up with something that ain't." And this is one of her favorite sayings: "Ain't fitting to eat."
That's right.
Y'all ever heard that before? Ain't
Oh, yeah.
So-
you remember several years ago, all these grocery stores had the specials of the ribeye loins for $3.99 a
Yeah,
pound.
there's semi truck in the parking lot out there. Uh-huh.
And you had to put them things in a pressure cooker for 2 days before you could eat that meat. I went around.
Cheap meat.
I want to go back to that cow flatulating emission.
How y'all
Go
gonna
back
put
to
them
that
fires
minute.
out?
So you go, well, no, now listen, you gonna measure the cow flatulating emissions and all that, and keep up with that. How many emissions is old Kerry gonna put out on his private jet to get over there to Argentina to measure them flatulations?
Yeah, but
How
that's
much is that going?
the ends justify the means on that.
Yeah,
That's right.
Is that the way
Yeah.
that works?
It don't
Oh,
matter about him. No,
that would be because he's a Democrat, right?
you're being insensitive now. You started asking questions. You done gone the
Oh.
middle.
Don't ask questions.
You done gone the middle and
So you
down.
don't supposed to question what the Democrats do.
No,
No,
without question.
So I
no.
reckon I would be out of line why I would ask, why would they take a fifth grade little girl and put her in the bed with a fifth grade boy who said he was a girl on a school trip? So I guess I'm out of line to ask
No,
that.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And then I guess I'm still out of line that when she questioned it, they come and her mama was happened to be on the trip and come and her daddy called and raised all kind of saying. They said, well, we'll move her to another bed, but you can't say it was because he was a boy. We're gonna say because you need to be closer to the air conditioner. I guess I shouldn't ask that question.
Out of line with that.
No,
You know what?
no.
That don't fit the narrative. They have a narrative.
Insensitivity.
So I guess I'm out of line if I'm saying They too dumb to pull their britches down and look and see what's down there to know what they are.
That's right. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. See if he's got a Johnson or not.
So I'm an insensitive human being. Is that what you're telling me?
That's
I'm
it.
saying that
We
chances
say
are, if you stood up in that board meeting in wherever that was at, you be getting a visit from some black Suburbans at your house.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. You'd be a domestic terrorist, Squeezer.
You
That's
think?
the way that works. So
Oh,
you
I
can't
know.
pull it, you can't yeah, you can't pull the britches down and say, hey man, you got a Johnson, you got to swim with the board. And
Well, if they got me, you know who I'd call to come get me out of trouble? I'd call Miss Riley Gaines because she ain't scared of none of them. She ain't
she
scared
got
of
that
none of
number.
them.
Yep.
She got
She
that
knows
number.
what she doing.
She
She
got
shut
it.
the
She
old
ain't
bartender
scared.
up, didn't she?
Yeah.
She shut her up
She
right quick.
reminds me of Katie Britt from the senator from the great state of Alabama.
You better believe it.
Miss Katie Boyd Britt ain't scared of nothing or
Nobody.
nobody.
That's exactly
That's what
right.
Miss Riley is. She ain't
That's
scared
right.
of nothing or nobody.
You better believe it. I like them two ladies.
Mhm.
They,
So tell them about our buddies up at the Holstered 9 and Phillips Auto Parts. I'm going to throw some pictures up now while you're talking. Got some fresh pictures.
did you call my name?
I did.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Your turn.
y'all see it? You see it right there. You see them two American flags? Man, this is the place to be. Listen, they're going to have to build the parking lot bigger. They have this business has caught on. I want you to look in there and see in the parts house. They got all your automotive needs, all your pickup truck needs. They even got your medium truck needs, your tractors, all your agricultural fluids and lubricants you need. Look at this. This is a close-up of that world-renowned Floyd B. Lloyd rabbit pellet grill. Look at them chicken halves cooking on that rabbit pellet grill. Man, you just put them on there and they cook themselves. You put them on there and you mash a button and you walk away. They got the shooting house right there where you go out there and hunt them deer. Man, that thing got everything in it but a color television. Look at that. That's hunting in style. Then they got your feeder, your deer feeders right there where they get your supplements and put in there. Anything you need to do. But this is what is bringing people from all over the southeastern United States. Look at the guns that they have. You know, there's people that say they want to get in the business, but they ain't serious about it. Let me tell you something. Johnny and Key are serious about what they're doing. Look at what's hanging on the wall in this place. If you want a gun, if they make a gun, if they ain't got it, they can get it for you. They got a gunsmith on staff. They refinish guns. They repair guns. They got all your ammunition needs. They got all kind of scopes. Anything you need in the line of ammunition, guns, the things that you're going to listen. What we talking about? We live in a time now where we got to protect ourselves. This is what you need to. This is what you need. You need to go see them. They got it. They got gift baskets for you ladies. Just all around most anything you want. They got it at the Holstered 9 and Phillips Auto Parts, 27 South, just off the square, about a mile off the square. You can't miss it. Go and see Johnny and Key. You'll be glad you did.
Hit the wrong button there. Yeah. Hey guys, I need to make an apology. For some reason, our comments on the streaming tonight, we're not able to see those. I know some of you are probably posting them, but ours is not working on our end. I don't know what it is, so I just wanted to let you know we're not ignoring you, but we just can't see the comments that you're putting on live tonight. So when we get our trivia question, we'll have to use the texting on that. All right, guys, one more before we go to the trivia question here. Latest article came out this week. Florida man claims to not know how methamphetamine found its way in his underwear.
I've heard some folks say they didn't know how stuff got in their underwear before, but I ain't never heard them say about methamphetamine.
What's the story on it, Marvin? You got
give us the background on this.
46-year-old Caleb Phillips was arrested Monday on a warrant for failure to appear. He was trading his clothing for a fresh new set issued by the jail. A deputy found a plastic container hidden in his underwear, tucked under his junk.
That's his scrotum. For y'all up in Martha's Vineyard that might be confused about what junk is, that's his scrotum.
Correct.
That's his Johnson.
Corrections Deputy Green observed Caleb as he undressed from his civilian clothing and changed into his jail. While Caleb was undressed, Deputy Green located a plastic cylinder containing a small package of Advil under Caleb's penis in his underwear. And it turns out that there was crystal-like rocks in the container. Surely it was placed in the man's underwear for safekeeping, but by whom? According to According to Phillips, he did not put the container there.
No,
Well,
no.
You heard folks say it depends on if you got enough stones. He must have had enough stones in there. Then all I can tell you.
That's better.
Sound like a setup to me.
That's much better than when the state patrolman pulls you over and you buy the half drunk and you say, I ain't having 2 beers. That's he better than that. He needs to give lessons. That man does.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I had a professor in college one time got pulled over. His stomach was tore up, and he was running. I mean, to get to the house, and the state patrol pulled him over in Albany, and went into the car and asked him back. The man said, "He said, sir, I am sorry. I apologize." He said, "My stomach is tore up." He said, "What's your stomach got to do with your foot?"
Everything.
Yeah.
I'd let him go. I'd let the man go right there. I said, man, go somewhere and find you some wood somewhere. Go find you a stump behind.
Hey, and guys, I know we told you we telling the truth. This story that I just read you just posted this past Monday. It happened on this Monday. This is no lie. We are not making this up. It happened somewhere in South Florida. Somewhere down in South Florida.
Mercy.
Yeah.
Can't make it up.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Hey, did y'all see a while ago who got indicted?
Who?
Yeah,
Again?
It's imminent.
Oh, it's imminent.
Ending. Yeah.
Who are we talking about?
Oh.
Who are
So it probably ain't going
It probably ain't gonna happen. That's right. It's pending. Hunter in California.
Hunter.
Yeah.
For tax evasion.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
You know what I think is fixing to happen? I heard this, and I didn't make this up. I heard it on the news a while ago. On Fox News out in Washington. They said, sounds like the Democrats are ready to take the off ramp on President Biden.
I think so. About 3 years too late.
Yeah, 3 years too late for it to take the off ramp. That's right.
Yeah.
I got to tell you this because we're not able to get our text. I mean, we can't see our text tonight, but our resident, the official, he is on retainer for Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Our official attorney, William Shingler in Donaldsonville, Georgia, texted and said, Queasel, you're going to have to be riding around Miller County and setting up and imposing pasture-size no smoking zones over the flagellants.
Yes, sir.
I guess if I'm doing my job, that's what I got to do.
Well, see, look at there's our official.
He's looking out for us. Ain't he?
He is.
Trying to keep us from getting sued.
I put my
that's what I'm
confidence
talking
in him. I do.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah, he's
He
the man.
looking
Yeah.
out for us.
Hey, listen, if I ever get in trouble, he's my man right there. I guarantee you. So he's
Yes,
my
sir.
go-to man.
Lord,
Oh, man.
I want y'all to see this beautiful set right here of Elliott. Is that Elliott pecans flowing?
I ain't got no idea they pecans, man. Don't ask me all them
That's
questions
hook.
like that. Hey man, hey, whoa, now you submarining me now. So, don't know. Hey, pecan, hey,
Them shell pecans.
I ain't no
That's
pecan
right.
man.
Let
I
me
just know the man that is the pecan man.
These are clean, beautiful, fresh, farm-raised Southwest Georgia pickle pecans in the 1 pound bag. You can get them from the pickle family. $12 for a 1 pound bag shelled. Look how beautiful they are. Ready for all your bacon needs. 229-220-2653, 220-2653, or message one of us and we will put you in touch with them on how to get them for all your holiday bacon needs. Grown right here in Southwest Georgia. Look at there, what some beautiful, Beautiful.
Those are
Mhm.
pretty.
Oh,
They are.
all right.
They're from a lot
Y'all
of
know,
times Marvin says things that don't really. They're from the pickle family. They're not pickle pecans, but they're
Yeah,
from the pickle family.
that's right. Been in the
I want to make
pecan
a.
business. Been in the pecan business for 3 generations.
There you go.
all right, guys, y'all know what time it is. It's Southern Hissy Fits trivia time here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Southern Hissy Fits on the square in Colquitt. Embroidery, t-shirts, tumblers, gifts, scented candles, all your Christmas last-minute needs, whatever they are, swing by and see them right there at Southern Hissy Fits on the southwest corner of the square in Colquitt. Give them a call, 229-726-2825. The winner of tonight's trivia contest will win a campfire enamel logo mug produced by Southern Hissy Fits. What we need is your name and the correct answer, and I need you to text it now. I cannot see any of the comments tonight on our Facebook and YouTube channel, so I need you to text it. 229-254-5060 is the number. Your name and the correct answer. Got a little different type of trick question tonight. We're going to throw a picture up of an individual right now, and I want you to name this individual. The first person to name this individual right here will be a winner tonight on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show Trivia Time, brought to us by Southern Hissy Fits. Who is this man? 229-254-5060. 229-254-5060. I'll put it back up one more time for you. They'll give you a little bit more time. That debonair, waxed mustache, grinning smile. Who is that man? 229-254-5060 is the number. Who is that man right there? Y'all know who that is, boys?
It is not Charlie Platt's daddy.
Ah,
I don't. I don't know him.
our attorney said Walt Disney. That's close. They do.
They do resemble one another. I agree.
That is not correct. That is not Walt Disney. Probably nowhere near as wealthy as what. Our resident gospel music expert has got it. I think this is 3 times she has won.
I know exactly who done won it.
Who won it?
Miss Lashley.
You're right. Miss Linda Watson Lashley is the winner, and here is the answer. That is none other than the famous Hovey Lister of the Statesman Quartet. Looks like that picture was probably made in the 1950s. Mr. Hovey Lister, founding member of the legendary Statesman Quartet. And Miss Linda Watson is the winner. She's going to have a whole set of cups.
Bobby, let me ask you a question on gospel music.
Yeah, go ahead.
Local gospel music legends. Do you have any old records or pictures of anything of Jack Martin from Bainbridge, Georgia? I cannot remember the name of their group, but Jack Martin, he was a car salesman in Bainbridge, Georgia, and they had a group that went around and sung, and man, they were awesome. They were great, but it was like the Harmony Masters or something like that.
All right, did he sing with Layman Cloud?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The Tone Masters.
Tone Masters. That was them.
Leave it to Marvin. Go ahead.
That was them. I've heard them sing in these country churches, man. I mean, they put it on. Yeah, Layman Cloud, Tone Masters. That was it. Mm-hmm.
You got to get up pretty early to stump me on gospel music.
I was close. I said the Tone Masters. What did I say? I said something.
You said
anyway,
the Harmony Masters. It was
yeah,
Layman Cloud and the Tone Masters. Yeah.
I remember a Buick Roadmaster. That got anything to do with it?
Your time.
No. Here's a little trivia that could come back as a question later on. 2 different little things here. Back in the early days of WTVY TV, they had a live gospel show on every week. I think it was like on a Tuesday or Wednesday night. sponsored by the Automobile Shopping Center on South Oak Street in Dothan, Alabama. Floyd remembers what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Who was the group that was there every week? And
I
they
don't
brought
know, I
other
don't remember
guests.
the group, but I remember the automobile shopping. I remember Oak Street, South Oak Street. That was
That's
automobile heaven. Used automobile heaven in Dothan,
it
Alabama.
was it was Les Beasley and the Florida Boys Quartet.
I
They
remember
came up
that.
every week.
Mhm.
It's like you look at that Hobie Lister and Statesman brings to mind people back in those days went to where the big radio stations were, and that's how Hovey Lister got to Atlanta, Georgia. You had groups in Atlanta, you had groups in Wheeling, West Virginia, but those gospel groups would do the early mornings at big radio stations in Memphis, Nashville, all those places like that. And the other thing was live on Channel 4 weekly back in the day, sponsored by Martha White Flour. Jim and Jesse and the Virginia Boys played every week live on TV.
I remember
All
them.
right,
That's the
Charlie,
first time I ever saw them.
Charlie, let me ask you this question because I know you go way, way, way back. Coy Cook and the Senators. Was Coy Cook from Dothan?
No,
He
I don't
was
think
not.
so.
Okay.
No.
All right. I don't know why I thought he was from Dothan.
No,
All
I
right.
don't think so.
Yeah, I look. Gospel music
Oh
trivia is
man, man,
very
when
interesting.
they played that old upright piano, it was
Oh
unreal.
yeah,
Well, and had them $35 speakers, and then $25 electric guitar.
And that
silver tone,
Radio Shack amplifier and
That's
microphone.
it. Yeah, that was
silver
before
tone,
radio.
Sears,
That Western
Sears and
Auto.
Roebuck,
Yeah.
Sears and Roebucks.
I heard a story one time. One of them talking about that cologne called Baron. Have you ever heard of the Baron cologne? It's cheap cologne. Well, see, back them days, them male quartets that travel, they may not get a bath for 3 or 4 days, maybe longer than that, and so they'd have to bathe down with that aftershave before they went in a church or went on a concert and put on them suit of clothes. They told the story one time of not Hovey Lister, but the other one, the Blackwood brothers. They was out and they had not had a bath in a week, and it started raining. And every one of them, they were out somewhere out in the desert, out in middle of nowhere. Every one of them got off the bus and stripped down to their underwear and run around the bus and let the rain wash them because they had not had a bath.
Oh, that's hard times. That's wanting to sing, ain't that, Marvin? That's the Lord leading you. That's like, man, me. That's like the disciples walking around. That's spirituality.
We got to pay some bills. Tell them about our sponsor.
One of my favorite places in the whole world. I was in there this afternoon. I was talking to Miss Ashley, and she got that case full of them good fresh channel catfish, shrimp, scallops, lobster tail, and she has got the big slabs of that. See it right there, them salmon fillets. You cut off whatever you want right there. Whatever you want. And there's some right there. That's the cooked end of them salmon fillets right there. And I think Mr. and Ms. Kweezel had that for supper tonight.
Yes, sir. It was fitting to eat too.
Cut your trim off, whatever you want. She'll say you the whole slab. I think our sheriff went in there not long ago and bought 2 whole slabs of salmon in there. Probably. He had all his family home. And they got that elderberry syrup. I call it more like an elderberry. It's like an elixir is what it is. It's for your good health. It's for your well-being. And you won't need any of that libido enhancement therapy if you drink you some of that elderberry elixir. She got it. She got oysters. And let me tell you what I asked. I said, Ziggy, I said, how many pounds of mullet did you get yesterday down there at Cedar Key in Apalachicola? She said, Florida come home with 800 pounds of mullet. So that's how much mullet she goes through. And look at them mullet roads right there, Marvin. Marvin, you could tell a story on about the mullet road deal there. You could inform us about the mullet road. Got all that fresh red road mullet, and she's got some white road mullet in there too.
And then look right here. This was Ziggy B last night. And you had Ziggy B Mullet Row and you had Sawega Meat Company cane syrup. 2 of our sponsors on the same plate right there.
On the same plate right there. How good can that get?
Floyd,
What can you do with that, Marvin?
Well, what would I do with it, man?
What would you do with that? I mean, that's a starter plate for you.
Oh no, that's appetizer for me right there,
Yeah.
son. That wouldn't even get me going. But that's what I was thinking the other
Yeah.
night. You know,
It get you going.
every year at 4th of July, that hot dog company up at Coney Island, they have a hot dog eating contest, and the man that won it ate like 80 something hot dogs. Ain't nowhere around. We need to be the official sponsors and start. What we do is we'd have an entry fee and all that, and have the International Mullet Row Eating Contest in Carl, Georgia.
I agree 100%.
Charlie Platt, Dirt Road Sports International Mullet Row Eating Contest.
You couldn't be in it.
We'd MC it the whole deal. We'd see it,
And
entertain the folks the whole deal. If we could get that put together, it'd be on the ESPN before you know.
Oh man, ESPN, yeah.
Let me think this too. If we put a little something extra to it and did swamp gravy competition along with it, man, it would be on all the network. Let me say hello to somebody. Y'all give me we talking gospel music and all the stuff we've been talking about tonight. I put a picture of old Greg Peterson and Mario Galento up, and lo and behold, I look down at my Facebook, and there's a lady watching that I think the world of. Don't ever get to see her, but she was a gospel singer in her own right. She was in that 4-person group that was at a little church out there in San Antonio, Texas, called John Hagee Ministries. Are you familiar with that?
Come on.
Debbie Gaston Armstrong is watching. Honey, we love you. Ron Fuller and I were talking about you the other day. She's remarried, but she's the widow of my old buddy Don Carson, and they were very active in John Hagee's church out in San Antonio. She was in that singing group, that 4-person singing group that from years and years gone by. You remember Marvin?
Yeah, I remember him well.
I tell you what, that's a preaching little old short man right there now.
Yes, sir.
Linda Watson Lashley sent in and said Coy Cook was from Flea Hop, Alabama.
That is right. She is absolutely. I forgot about that. She's right.
Flea Hop, Alabama. And our attorney's hot on tonight. He must be right on it. He said
he's just a wealth of knowledge.
He said that if we hold that mullet row eating contest, a screen door will not hold the winner.
nor a 10-rail fence. Some of you know that story.
I'm gonna let y'all eat the mullet row though. Only kind of egg I won't come out of chicken now. I just don't believe I want no fish egg.
Queensland and I'll be the judges.
Yeah. Hey guys, y'all know him. Y'all know him well. Y'all been calling him. He said his phone is ringing off the hook from Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, and that is none other than Mr. Wayne Garney, our resident official plumber for Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Kenneth Wayne Garney, licensed in Alabama and licensed in the great state of Georgia. There's his number, 229-220-6694. You know, boys, I never thought that I would be excited for us to have our own official plumber of the Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, but it is none other than KWG Plumbing. Tell him, Queasel, what his motto is.
If it ain't flowing, he'll get you going. But let me tell you, if you eat a lot of that mullet roll, you might want to write this number down in case it ain't flowing. Let him get you going. You're getting it tight now. You might want to keep that number close.
Why do you think I keep him on speed dial? And we got right now none other on the phone than Mr. Wayne Garney himself. Brother Wayne, how you doing?
Yes, sir. Doing good. How y'all tonight?
Man, we are good. We were just talking about your business there, and I got a couple of pictures here that you sent us. One is right here, a big house in Alabama you plumbing right now. Where is that one going up?
We just outside of Troy in Brundage over there. Building that one for a handicapped fella.
Gotcha. And then here's another one. Boys, look here what a house he is plumbing right there. That is a house extraordinaire. And that one's in Miller County, Georgia, isn't it?
Yes, sir. That's in the Twilight Zone out there. Twilight Church.
Twilight. Looks like you have been doing a lot of plumbing and working this week, and possibly not a lot of hunting and fishing. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, I went yesterday and caught one off the dock down at Reynoldsville Landing. We've been working about a mile from Reynoldsville Landing down at Lake Seminole, and I ended up catching one catfish off the dock on my lunch break.
Oh, yeah, I got you, brother.
I had to eat my lunch right quick and get on out there and try to catch one. Man, the fish is biting. They catching them in Eufaula and Lake Seminole, and people killing deer left and right. So, yeah, it's perfect time of the year to get out in the outdoors.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you keeping us informed and letting our viewers know what's going on in the world of hunting, fishing, and plumbing. And again, they can call you if they got any needs. You got any words of wisdom for us before we leave you tonight?
I lost you. I broke up for a second. What was that?
I just said, have you got any words of wisdom for us before you leave tonight?
Yes, sir. Words of wisdom. Remember to say your prayers. Love God first. You know, He's our only hope in a world that seems spinning out of control. And get your kids, get outside. You know, put the phone down and get outside and enjoy the great outdoors. And just give God the glory. Y'all have a good night.
Appreciate you, brother. See you next week.
Yes, sir. All right, over and out.
Mr. Garner, y'all give him a call. KWG Plumbing. All right, we getting now, man. We got to go. Where is this hour going?
They go nowhere, man. They just ease it out. Ease it out.
Calm down, Marvin.
You wound up tight tonight, Marvin. What
You ain't this ain't your congregation now. You ain't.
You got on too tight of underdrawers tonight or something? I mean, what's wrong with me?
I got a free pair of them burlaps and they itching me and I got to go inside. All right. I'm just making sure I get all my sponsors in here now. I gotta look out for our sponsors. I don't want to leave.
Seems like we missed it. What about the Moby Dick restaurant?
That's right where I'm going. Charlie C. Platt. Tell them about them.
That is as good a eating as you want to do anywhere in this country. We're talking about daily buffets and a Sunday buffet that is second to none. Located just a little north of Colquitt, about a mile from downtown on 27. The Sunday buffet, folks, you just have to go and see it to appreciate it. They carve the turkey, the ham, the roast. Then you've got fried chicken, baked chicken, and any kind of vegetable you can imagine, including peas or butter beans, greens, a salad bar, a second salad bar, a dessert table that is unbelievable. Plus, in addition to all the pies and cobblers, they got banana pudding, pineapple pudding. You can't name it all. It'd take a whole hour to name it all. How many places do you know you can get a little pear salad on your plate? Not many. Moby Dick's got it. Great food, and you'll find them right there on 27, a little bit north of downtown Colquitt, Georgia. The place to go during the week. On Fridays, they have, I think, mullet and catfish usually. Floyd, correct me if I get out of line on that. Isn't that about right?
On Friday, mullet and catfish.
Friday. That's right. So check them out tomorrow, but be sure you check them out on Sunday as well. Amen. Moby Dick, Colquitt, Georgia.
Floyd, it looked like you got that ain't Nadine sitting back there behind you, is it?
That's a special guest.
Wondering about that.
He's been real quiet back there. The Secret Service folks are waiting right out the door. They got my house surrounded with black Tahoe.
Is that who I think it is?
He had heard about us. He's sitting back there. He wants to be under the radar. He said, I get enough TV exposure as it is. But all these trials and all this stuff's going on. I want to sit here and relax. I don't want to say nothing. I'm just sitting here and relaxing. He's been in that chair over there the whole time. We had the show on. Got his feet thrown up, sitting back there. I think y'all probably know who I'm talking about back there.
Yeah.
He's back in with us. And glad to have you. Glad to have you, buddy. Them Secret Service folks won't let him do it out there. They got the eye on him. They got the eye on me. And
so I guess
I got my Second Amendment in my pocket. And Trump said, y'all go get back, leave Floyd alone. He ain't have his Second Amendment in his pocket to be fine with me. But it is. Very few people. Y'all hear that helicopter about dark flying in. I know, didn't you, Queasel? Didn't you hear that helicopter?
I heard it. And I just
back there.
Just
the most
got a bulletin here that
persecuted. That's the most persecuted man in the world sitting right back there.
Oh yeah.
just
He just wants some quiet time. He wanted to come to the car. He'd heard about the old original Garden of Eden. He just wants some quiet time to come in here. So.
Just got a bulletin there, Floyd. Said old Hunter got indicted on 9 charges.
Mm.
Ain't no telling how much probation. Ain't no telling how much probation and community.
Yeah, 6 months. He'll get every bit of 6 months.
Ain't no telling. Have to. Yeah. There won't be no bail posted.
Speaking of
your visitors here tonight, with you and all, do we need to go ahead and make our official endorsement, or what do we need to do tonight? I mean, as the Dirt Road Sport, what do you think we need to do? I mean, how
I mean, about who? About the endorsement on who?
For the president, our presidential candidate.
I'm a man back there. I'm a man.
That's what I thought. We just need to go ahead and get it on out there and let everybody know exactly who we stand and who we stand with, so there ain't no questions.
You don't have to question us. We don't have to come back and relick the calf. You know us when you see us.
I think what Queasel was saying, he wants the people in Martha's Vineyard to understand where we stand. He don't want he don't want there to be any gray area on where we stand and who we're
ain't no gray area.
We don't have no gray area. Ain't
never been no gray. No.
We wide open, man. We open. We are open book.
Speaking of a great American, y'all watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody watching Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show tonight. Y'all hear me talking about my landscaping professional from time to time, Mr. Leotis. He's out here today. Me and him is out here paying a visit to Mr. Charles Pickles' collard patch. We are doing business. Say hello to everybody, Leotis.
Hello there.
Everybody, so y'all hear what Leotis say, and he means it too. Y'all tune us in. Tune us in. We'll tell y'all the news, nothing but the truth. All right, we about done here now. See Mr. Charles Pickles, he done drove up and caught us in his green patch. That's him right there in that little buggy. So we're gonna have to leave here. Y'all come on out here and get you some greens if you want some. He said it's wide open. Come on, get all you want.
Now where else?
You won't see that at Martha's Vineyard.
No. You won't see nobody nowhere giving away stuff like that. It's come get it.
Come get that. Acres of greens. Come get them free of charge. Help yourself. That's what kind of folks we live around down here, y'all. Any of you Democrats from the north or north of where we are that might be listening in, that's who we are. That's the kind of folks we are down here. That's why you couldn't pay us to move to Atlanta or pay us to move to New York City or to California. You couldn't. If you give me a condominium in New York City, told me it's mine as long as I live there, I said, no, thank you. I said, give it to somebody else. I would trade places with none of them.
No.
Y'all don't know what we got down here, but please do not come down here. If you're from New York City, California, or Detroit, do not come to Carter, Georgia.
If they go come, let them come. Wait, come visit in the summer while the gnats is here. Y'all wait till the summer to come. Yeah, then come when the gnats is here.
When global warming is real in force, like it has been for
you ever notice
down here.
You ever notice gnats? They just love them Yankees. They just love them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, they love them.
Oh, guys, it's that time once again for Floyd's List of Impossibilities. And as always, and will always be, brought to us in exclusivity and perpetuity, Berry Hill Auctioneers. Our good friend, our buddy, our confidant, Mr. T.C. Berry Hill, proprietor in general of Berry Hill Auctioneers, world-class auctioning. And our sponsor of none other than Floyd's Lists of Impossibility.
Thank you, Marvin. I appreciate that. We have our opinions, our viewpoints, our reflections, and our revelations. If I may, I'd like to just reflect on my past, on my history back there. Way back out in about 1968, I had an automobile. It was a GTS Dodge Dart, and Bill Dismuke from Dawsonville, Georgia. It was yellow. It was yellow and had a black stripe right down the side of it. And Bill Dismuke from Dawsonville, Georgia called it the Pepsodent car. And y'all know what the Pepsodent car is. It was yellow. He said, "You got the Pepsodent car. You wonder where the yellow went. You brush your teeth with Pepsodent." So I think it was me and Dynamite, we was coming. I'm reflecting. Dynamite, I'm sure Dynamite have backed me up on this, if he remembers. We was coming, I think, from Bainbridge, Georgia, coming back to Concord. Man, it was dark. I'm talking about it done got black, pitch dark. There wasn't no moon, there wasn't no stars, there wasn't nothing. I was on that GTS dark. We pulled out of Bainbridge, heading north. I ease that foot feet on down there, and I get about 100, 120, get on up that long there. It eased on over there, and it went on out of sight, and I still have me some more foot feet left down there. So anyway, I was cruising along there, man, it's black pitch dark. And I'm cruising along there, and I'm easing along there, and I put that foot feet on the floorboard. And all of a sudden, man, it just got black dark, just pitch dark. You couldn't see nothing. I said, man, it's like somebody put the blindfold. I asked Dynamite, I said, "Can you see anything? Can you see anything?" He said, "No, man, I can't see nothing. I can't see nothing." So anyway, I let back up on that foot feet. And then the lights come back on, lighting up my way up there. And I said, "Man, what in the world going on, man?" I could see now. So anyway, I put that foot feet back on the floorboard again. Black pitch dark. It's like there's somebody just put a black blanket over your face. You couldn't see nothing. I eased back up on that, and I slowed back down a little bit down there, and I could see the light. You know what that effect was? You know what was going on? I was out running. I was running so fast. I was out running my headlights. Y'all were waiting on something different from that.
Yeah, we were.
Oh man, Dynamite King about that story up. I guarantee you, if we could see it on the side there, he'd be a little. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I hadn't drank but 24 Bulldog malt liquors that night.
Bulldog malt liquors.
Oh, list of impossibility. Here it is right here. Here's one impossibility. Impossibility. Now, if you're easily offended by any of this, go ahead and switch off. Go ahead. If your feelings are going to be hurt, if you're a Democrat and your feelings are going to be hurt, switch off. Go somewhere else. Impossibility. To have a TV show that is titled Housewives of Palestine. Impossibility that anyone other than Barney Fife can F things up any worse than Joe Biden. When you worse than Barney Fife, they're screwing things up. Anyway, y'all appreciate this one. I'm going to be insensitive here now. Lord. Impossibility that a Pentecostal preacher, listen to this one too, quiz, or a Baptist preacher will ever suffer from constipation.
Hey, walking proof of that right above you.
What do you think, William?
That's it. Yes, sir.
You
hit him on the head
right
right
at the top, ain't it, Queasy?
That's it. You got him right there. You got him. He can't say nothing now.
Here's one right here. Possibility that Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg will ever go on a diplomatic mission to Afghanistan. Possibility that Hunter Biden is any kind of an artist other than a con artist.
Good one.
Impossibility that Kid Rock, Hank Williams Jr., or David Allen Coe have ever bought a Liberace or Jim Neighbors album. Here's one. Impossibility. The Department of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, has ever bought a Kid Rock, Hank Williams Jr., or Take It and Go album.
Oh,
Oh Lord.
ah,
If you will, if you will, get in your Bibles, open your Bibles up when I get to the scripture. You get your Bibles handy, because I got two I'm gonna throw at you. This is gonna be the first one. If you got your Bibles, if you want to, go ahead and you can turn to the book of Proverbs, if you will. You can go ahead and dial in Proverbs. Okay. And y'all listen to my scripture. Impossibility that any of the Kardashian women have ever read Proverbs 5:3-6.
Leave it there.
Look it up. Let me repeat that in case some of you are infirm. Impossibility that any of the Kardashian women have ever read Proverbs 5:3-6. I got one more for you. Why you got your Bible handy? Cut it out. Impossibility that Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg. You might want to go ahead and turn to the book of Leviticus on this one.
You getting in the Old Testament now, Floyd?
Yeah.
whoa,
That's part of the deal. Impossibility.
You meddling now.
Secretary of
Big.
Transportation Pete Buttigieg has ever read Leviticus 20, chapter 20, verse 13. This is we bring a scripture in here. The scripture's real, y'all. So anyway, here's another one. Impossibility that Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg can ever lactate and breastfeed an infant. Ooh.
I want
I got some over here. Impossibilities that if you that it's an impossibility that you are in a healthy relationship if you have to go through a metal detector and be frisked down when you visit your boyfriend. Here's another one. I got two more here. Impossibility that anybody in the Biden administration has enough sense to know the difference between a man and a woman.
Ooh.
That's
Oh,
right.
come on, don't feed me, y'all. Come on, Democrats. Come on, let's call us. We'll talk about it. Here's one right here. Next to the last one. Impossibility that smoking a cigarette is a good idea if you are connected to and are pulling around an oxygen tank. Here's the last one. Impossibility that Joe Biden can go 8 hours without having a bowel evacuation in his depends.
Floyd, I want a rerun on the Baptist preacher. I want a
Yeah,
rerun
do
on
that
that
one more time.
The Baptist preacher and the Pentecostal preacher. Listen,
Yeah, I want a rerun on that one.
Yeah. Impossibility that a Pentecostal preacher and a Baptist preacher will ever suffer from constipation.
I believe that one's up there in the top now.
It is.
Yeah, we're going to put that in the greatest hits right there now.
We're gonna write a book, y'all. One of these days, we're gonna write a book on Marvin's big screen and on Floyd's short list. We're gonna write a book. We can do that. And our friend Ted Eric can tell us about Dr. Ted Eric can tell us how to do all that. We're gonna write a book on that, and we're gonna make it available on Amazon for y'all.
Before we go to the weather, Charlie, I just got this Newsweek thing that came across my phone. Listen to this. I knew it was coming 2 months ago. I was in a gun store and the guy told me. Vista Outdoor, a parent company to many firearm businesses, told Newsweek that it will substantially increase its ammunition prices due to an anticipated global shortage of gunpowder. The Minnesota-based company confirmed the authenticity of a December 1st letter sent to customers that it would go ahead with an across-the-board increase of its ammunition and gunpowder prices on January the 1st.
It's coming for 'em, boys.
Me and
It's coming
Floyd talked
for 'em.
about that today. We talked about that today.
Mhm.
Coming
you
for 'em.
better buy your ammo while you can. There you go, Charlie.
All right, get ready for another roller coaster ride around here in the Wiregrass area because we've been cool. We were cold this morning, cool tonight. Tomorrow things start changing up. 65 for a high. Slight chances of rain come in at 20, 25%. Same thing on Saturday. Late in the afternoon, you're going to see some showers. About a 30, 40% chance. The big rain Sunday morning, kind of like we had this last week, as you well remember. And then temperatures back down again as we get back into the 50s for highs starting on Monday and stay at that pattern until Thursday, get up about 60, but the overnight lows pretty doggone cool. Going to be down to 30s again. More seasonable temperatures this time of the year. A lot of us, and all the rain we got over here, we ended up with, I think, 2 9/10, right at 3 inches of rain over a great part of the Wiregrass area, and we needed it. Thank y'all for putting up with us on a Thursday night. We love y'all. Pray for this nation. We can't emphasize enough of the shape that this country's in. And all you got to do is turn on the news and you see what's going on. And pray for Israel, pray for this nation. And with that, to you, Queasel.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, man. What you said is the truth. We do need to be praying. Hey, me and Floyd, we had a chance to sit down for a few minutes today, and we were just talking about our nation and all this stuff. And we in a mess. We laugh and joke and cut up about it, and that's what we want to try to do is make everybody smile and maybe laugh a little bit. But it ain't nothing to laugh at. We are in some serious times. And here's the thing, it ain't getting no better. It gets worse every single day. We're letting known terrorists into our country every single day. Just letting them walk in, giving them everything they need. We're paying for them to be here. We are teaching our children that what's right don't matter. That what we were brought up right was wrong. I was coming home tonight from work, and I was listening on the radio. I listened to a Christian radio station on my radio, and I heard something, and it kind of made a little light go off in my head. And one of the things I think that make a difference, I don't know if you've heard it lately or not, but I wanted to look up and figure out if you could see it. So you can do this. You can go to YouTube and find this. But I can remember when I was a youngin' growing up, and I remember when my youngin' growing up, we could watch the Charlie Brown Christmas show. And that was just the biggest, every year you look forward to Charlie. He didn't come on 3-4 times a year, but you knew you had that Christmas show coming on. And on the radio station that I listened to, about 5 or 6 times a day, they play that little clip where Linus is telling Charlie Brown all about what Christmas is. I want you to look it up. Just look up what is Christmas really about, Charlie Brown, and do it on YouTube or whatever, and it'll come up and it'll play it for you and listen, because that's what we brought our children up listening to instead of what they're listening to today. That was the kind of stuff we heard. I think I'm telling y'all, we're going to be held accountable. We're going to be held accountable for this stuff we doing, this stuff we talking about with this little 5th grade girl. I'd hate to be them people on Judgment Day, because they're going to have to answer for that. And teaching them to lie about it, it's going to be accountable. And you're going to say, well, it ain't our fault. We didn't do that. Yes, our fault. We the ones let it happen. We keep electing the same folks and putting them up there and letting it go. It's time the good people, the Christians in the United States, it's time that we stand up and make a difference. And we could do it in a Christian way, but we can still stand up and make a difference. And you know what? We need to learn how to pray that God's will be done and not our will. We too busy praying to ask God to bless our will. Like I said last week, we need to pray that his will be done and let's go along with what he wants. So I'm going to ask you, just like Charlie did, I'm going to challenge you to pray for this nation. Pray that we can turn things around. Pray that God won't turn his back on us like we turned our back on him. Pray for Israel. I don't know how to pray for what's going on in Israel. I know how to pray for those families that had those children and all, and women and that went through the torture. Man, what they done to those women over there was just unthinkable. It's absolutely. But do you think anybody over here, the folks that usually is running their mouth to do all that kind of stuff, you ain't hearing a peep out of them? Somebody better stand up and do and say what's right, because the Bible says that we will be judged for every idle word that comes out of our mouth. We don't need to forget that. We love y'all. Thank you for letting us come in. Don't forget what time of the year is, and don't forget what it's really about. We appreciate you, Floyd.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Cleveland. Thank you for that. Always exercise your Second Amendment rights, people. Always be prepared. Be ready. Exercise your Second Amendment rights. Be vigilant of your surroundings. Know who is around you. Watch where you are. Watch if you're at the gas station or if you're at the drive-through at the drive-through restaurant, the drive-through line. Watch who's around you. Watch what's going on. Watch what you're doing when you walk from the mall door to your car. Be vigilant of your surroundings and surround yourself with like-minded people. And tonight, when you lay down and put your head on that pillow and you start going to sleep, you start thanking God for what he's done for you today. And you'll go to sleep and you'll still be thanking him. Good night, y'all. We love you.
As we love y'all, appreciate you joining us tonight, inviting us into your homes. Give a big shout out to all of our sponsors tonight: Berry Hill here, Southern Hissy Fit, KWG Plumbing, Moby Dick, Outlaws Bus and Barbecue, Ziggy B Seafood Market, Phillips Auto Parts, and the Holstered 9, and Sawega Meat Company on Highway 27. Don't forget, go into Sawega Meat Company, tell them you heard about them on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, and they'll give you 10% off of your order. Love you. We appreciate you. Wanted to encourage you. You know what's happening. Sunday's coming. It's coming around the corner. Go to church somewhere. Keep looking up to the Lord. Keep trusting in the Lord. Keep praying to the Lord. Here's our scripture for the day. Even in darkness, light dawns for the upright, for the gracious and compassionate and righteous man. God loves you. We love you. Keep looking up to the Lord and trusting in him. Lord willing, and the creek doesn't rise, we will be right back here, same place, same time next week for more Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. But until then, no matter what you do this coming up week or any week, always be particular.
Be particular.
Good night.
See y'all.